Good morning, everyone. Now we discuss ecology. The term ecology was coined by Ernest Haeckel. Ernest Haeckel coined the term ecology. It is derived from two Greek words, oikos, house, the term ecology was coined by Ernest Haeckel. Oikos means house, logos means study. So, what is the inner meaning? In a house, members of the family, living organisms, and several other living organisms, mosquitoes, wall lizards, bacteria, different types of microorganisms. So, what is ecology? According to Ernest Haeckel, the relationship between living organisms with other living organisms and their surrounding environment is known as ecology. In a house, members of the family and several other living organisms, maybe pet animal. The relationship between members of the family with other living organisms and with the surrounding environment, that is the inner meaning. So, definition of ecology is the study of relationship between living organisms with other living organisms and their surrounding environment is known as ecology. It has two branches, articology, synecology. Articology and synecology. Articology, the study of relationship between members of one species and their surrounding environment is known as articology. For example, the study of relationship between human beings and their surrounding environment. Why all human beings belong to the same species sapien? So, articology means the study of relationship between members of one species and their surrounding environment is known as articology. Synecology, the study of relationship between different populations and their surrounding environment. One population belong to one species, another population belong to another species. So, the study of relationship between different populations and their surrounding environment is known as synecology. The study of relationship between members of one species and their surrounding environment is known as articology. Levels of organization in ecology. Macromolecules, cell organelle, cells, different types of cells, different types of tissues, tissues assembled, organs, organs assembled, organ systems, organ systems assembled, organisms. Organisms belong to the same species, populations, different populations, communities, ecosystem, landscape, biome, biosphere. These are the different levels. Macromolecules, several macromolecules present in cell organelle. several cell organelle present in cell, several types of cells, each type of cell form a tissue, tissues, different tissues, different organ system, all organ systems, organisms. So organism belong to the same species, live in a particular area, particular time, is known as population. So Davangere human beings. So human beings of Davangere in 2020 considered as population. So organism belong to the same species, live in a particular area, particular time, is known as population. Communities, different populations of a particular area, particular time, is known as community. Davangere community contain different types of plant species, different animal species, human beings, cattle, sheep, similarly goat. So different wall lizards, calots, different animal species together known as Davangere community. So community means different populations of a particular area, particular time, is known as communities. Ecosystem. The term ecosystem was coined by Tansley. Ecosystem is the functional unit of biosphere. What is ecosystem? The interaction of abiotic and biotic factors. Abiotic factors and biotic factors. The interaction of abiotic and biotic factors of a particular habitat at the same time. So cycling of nutrients, flow of energy should be present, known as ecosystem. What is abiotic factor? Non-living, light, temperature, pressure, humidity, type of soil, salinity, alkalinity, known as abiotic factors. Biotic factors means living organisms. All living organisms biotic. Again biotic factors, different types. Biotic factors, producers, consumers, decomposers. Producers, consumers, decomposers. Producers, consumers, decomposers. Producers, the organism synthesize their own organic material, known as producers. The organism depends upon producer directly or indirectly for their food, consumers. Decomposers, the organism feed on dead plant, animal material and excrete of animals, known as decomposers. So Tansley coined the term ecosystem. Ecosystem means interaction of abiotic and biotic factors of a particular habitat and at the same time cycling of nutrients from abiotic factors enter into biotic. After the death of the living organism again enter into soil is a abiotic factor, soil or ocean. So ecosystem is defined as interaction of abiotic and biotic factors of a particular habitat where cycling of nutrients and flow of energy occurs is known as ecosystem. Ecosystem is the functional unit of biosphere. Next one, landscape. What is landscape? Different ecosystems of a particular area, particular habitat. Different ecosystems of a particular area with natural boundaries known as landscape. Next one, biome. Large plant and animal community live in a vast area. This area contains special climatic condition known as biome. Tropical rainforest, decidual forest, tundra, desert, these are the different biomes. For example, tundra. Tundra is a treeless frozen area, no trees, treeless frozen area. Desert, In desert, the day and night temperature difference more than 10. But in normal places, the temperature difference of day and night only 10, nearly 10. But in case of desert, hot desert, during night time may be 5 or 6, daytime may be maximum 50 degrees Celsius. So that is the special climatic condition of desert. So in this manner, what is biome? Biome is a large plant and animal community living in a vast area with special climatic conditions. Biosphere, also known as ecosphere. What is biosphere? Biosphere is a life-supporting environment. It is present few kilometers above the earth surface, few kilometers below the ocean surface, known as ecosphere. Life-supporting environment. All ecosystems are present in biosphere. Biosphere also known as global ecosystem. Another word for biosphere is ecosphere. Ecosphere. So these are the different levels of organization. Mainly 4 levels: organisms, population, communities and biomes. Mainly 4 levels. So different levels in ecology: macromolecules, cell organelles, cells, tissues, organ system, organism, population, communities, ecosystem, landscape, biome, biosphere. Several macromolecules present in each cell organelle. Several cell organelles present in each cell. Same type of cell assembled, tissues are formed. Different tissues form organ. Different organs, organ system. 11 organ system form organism. So organism belong to the same species, live in a particular area, population. For example, all frogs belong to Rana tigrina, lives in a tank. Example for population. Community. Different populations of a particular area, particular time. Different frog species living in a tank. Rana tigrina, Rana hexadactyla, Rhacoporus. So different frogs. Different frogs living in a tank or pond. That is known as community. Organism belong to the same species, live in a particular area, particular time, population. Ecosystem. Ecosystem is the functional unit of ecosystem. The term ecosystem coined by Tansley. Tansley defined ecosystem as interaction of abiotic and biotic factor at the same time. Cycling of nutrients, flow of energy should be take place. What are abiotic factors? Non-living things, abiotic factors. Light, temperature, water, humidity, pH of soil, pressure, alkalinity, salinity are abiotic factors. Biotic factors means living organisms. So again 3 types: producers, consumers, decomposers. The organism synthesize their own food material, producers. The organism directly or indirectly depends upon producers, consumers. The organism feed on dead plant and animal material, decomposers. Next one is landscape. Different ecosystems present in a particular area with natural boundaries known as landscape. Next one, biome. Biome, a large plant and animal community. A large plant and animal community of a vast area with special climatic conditions known as biome. A large plant and animal community with a special climate in a large area with special climatic conditions known as biome. Nomenclature of biome depends upon the abundant vegetation in that biome. Conifer forests, cone-like leaves. conifer forest, tropical rainforest, decidual forest, tundra, desert. These are the different biomes. Next one is biosphere or ecosphere. Ecosphere or biosphere is a life supporting environment. It is present few kilometers above the earth surface, few kilometers below the ocean surface. All organisms confined to ecosphere only. Ecosphere also known as global ecosystem. All ecosystems are the part of ecosphere or biosphere. So ecology, even though different levels, mainly 4 levels: organisms, population, communities and biomes. Population. So ecology at organisms is about physiological ecology. Ecology operating at the level of organisms known as physiological ecology. What is physiology? Functioning, body functions. Physiological ecology. Physiological ecology. Physiological ecology. The physiological ecology explain how the organism adapted in that habitat with the different climatic condition. Not only adapt, they adapt and reproduce. How they reproduce. Physiological ecology. Ecology at the level of organisms is known as physiological ecology. Physiological ecology explain how the organisms not only adapted to live in that climatic condition but also reproduce. How they reproduce. How biomes are formed. You already know Earth planet is rotating around the sun. During rotation, the axis of the earth tilt. So due to tilting of earth, variations occur in the temperature. Variation occur in the temperature. As a result, seasons are formed. So due to variation in the precipitation, rainfall, different habitats. So due to tilting of earth while rotating around the sun, variations occur in temperature and intensity of temperature. As a result, biomes are formed. Due to variation in the precipitation in biomes, different habitats are formed. Now we discuss few types of biomes. Mean temperature. Mean temperature on y-axis. Mean precipitation means rainfall. Mean precipitation on x-axis. So it is the temperature minus 15, minus 10, 5, 0, 5, so up to 30. Here precipitation, rainfall up to 450 centimeters. So desert, cool desert, 0 degrees to 20 degrees Celsius, and rainfall is very less than 50 centimeters. Next one, grasslands. Grasslands temperature 0 to 25. So rainfall may be less than 100 centimeters. Temperate forest. Nearly 200 centimeters rainfall. Temperature up to 20 degrees Celsius. Next one, tropical rainforest. Rainfall is about 450 centimeters per annum and temperature 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. Next one, Arctic and alpine tundra. Arctic alpine tundra temperature minus 10 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. Arctic and alpine tundra. Once again, these are the different biomes. These are desert, grassland, Arctic alpine tundra, temperate forest, tropical forest, conifer forest. So rainfall is up approximately 250 centimeters, temperature 5 to 10 degrees Celsius. So different biomes. So here other took mean precipitation, rainfall on x-axis and average temperature on y-axis. So desert 0 to 20 degrees Celsius, rainfall less than 50. Next one, grassland nearly 100 and temperature is 0 to 25. Temperate forest, so rainfall is 200 centimeter, temperature 10 to 20 degrees Celsius. Tropical rainforest, temperature is 20 to 25 degrees Celsius and rainfall is 450 centimeters. Conifer forest, 5 to 10 degrees Celsius temperature and rainfall nearly 250 centimeters per year. So these are the different biome. So what is biome? Biome is a large plant and animal community in a vast area with a special climatic condition is known as biome. Okay, next point is, so our living world is fascinatingly diversified, means interestingly diversified and amazingly complex. Amazing means surprisingly complex. So during morning, if you listen singing of bulbul bird singing, warbler, singing bird, one of the warbler. So why bulbul bird sing? How bulbul bird sing? Why bulbul bird sings? Reason is to attract the mate. How it sings? With the help of voice box. With the help of voice box only it sings. Similarly, why does night blooming flowers always white in color? Why does night blooming flowers always white in color? Reason is the pollinators during night time unable to see the colors. So during daytime the plants produce different types of colors to attract the pollinator only. During night time the pollinators unable to visualize the colors, no use. That's why any flower giving flowers during night time produce more fragrances, perfumes to attract the pollinator. That is the reason. Why does night blooming flowers are always white in color? So reason is no need to produce colored flowers. Instead they release perfumes or fragments. Similarly, why does cactus has more thorns? Why does cactus has more thorns? To avoid grazing. If so, due to presence of thorns, they fail to graze. If they want to graze, what happens? Thorn penetrate into buccal cavity, cause injury. So, what is the advantage of presence of more thorns? To avoid grazing. To avoid grazing, cactus has more number of thorns. How young chick? How does young chick identify? How does young chick identify its mother? This technique is known as imprinting. This technique is known as imprinting. How does young chick identify its mother? Technique is imprinting. So immediately the young chick hatch off from the egg. At the time within first 1.5 hour, within first 1.5 hour, with by observing the large creature and by smell and voice produced by mother, it identify its mother. This technique is known as imprinting. The young chick develop imprinting within 1.5 hour, within first 1.5 hour, within 90 minutes. You already know the adult fowl sit on the eggs for 21 days. After 21 days, the eggs hatch off into young ones. The young chicks break the shell and comes out. Immediately they observe a large creature. So what is imprinting? By observing the large creature, by vision, later smell and sound produced by mother, they identify the mother. After 90 minutes, if you keep the mother in a group of birds also, the young chick identify its mother. This technique is known as imprinting. By imprinting, young chick identify its mother. What is imprinting? By vision, smell and sound, the young chick identify its mother. How does pollinators identify the flowers contain nectar? How does the pollinators identify the flowers contain nectar? It is not mean that the pollinator enter into each flower and identify whether nectar is present or not. So they enter into flower contain nectar only. They never enter into each and every flower. So how does pollinator identify the flower contain nectar? The pollinator is rotating around the flower and produce buzz sound. Buzzing. Sound is buzzing. So if the flower contain nectar, the flower send weak electrical signals. Now the pollinator receive the electrical signal. If the pollinator receive the electrical signal, it came to know the flower contain nectar. Now it enter into the flower and suck the nectar. During this process, it pollinates the flowers. How does bulbul bird sing? Why bulbul bird sing? Bulbul bird is a singing bird. Why does it sing? Reason is to attract the mate. How does it sing? With the help of voice box. Similarly, why cactus? Xerophyte. Why cactus has more number of thorns? Why cactus has more number of thorns? So reason is to avoid grazing. Thorn is a sharp structure. So whenever the cattle try to feed, it penetrate into mouth cavity, cause damage. That's why they avoid grazing. How young chick identify? How young chick identify its mother? How young chick identify its mother? So this technique is known as imprinting. What is imprinting? Immediately the young chick after comes out of the egg, you already know the fowl sit on the eggs for 21 days. After 21 days, the eggs hatch off into young ones. So what is imprinting? The young chick identify the large creature present by the side, smell, touch and vision. It identify the mother. This process is known as imprinting. The young chick develop the imprinting first 1.5 hours, 90 minutes. After 90 minutes, if you keep the adult fowl in group of birds, flock, even though we keep in thousands, the young chick identify its mother. This process is known as imprinting. How does pollinator identify the flower? Identify the flower containing nectar. Identify the flower containing nectar. It is not mean that the pollinator enter into each flower and identify the nectar. So it is not mean that some flowers contain nectar, some flowers without nectar. Why? The pollinator already, one pollinator enter into the flower and suck the nectar. The pollinator never enter into flower without nectar. That means before it enter into flower only, it came to know a particular flower contain nectar or not. So how does pollinator identify the flower containing nectar? The pollinator is rotating around the flower and produce buzzing sound. If the flower contain nectar, flower release weak electrical signals. Now the pollinator receive the weak electrical signals. If the pollinator receive the weak electrical signals, then only it enter into the flower and suck the nectar. Now we discuss important abiotic factors. Temperature. Temperature is the most important abiotic factor influence the organism. Second important abiotic factor is water. Temperature. Intensity of heat energy is known as temperature. Sun is the source for both light and temperature. Thermal stratification. thermal stratification, formation of layers in lake. Strata means layer, thermal means so related to temperature. Formation of layers in lake due to seasonal temperature changes known as thermal stratification. Thermal stratification is of two types: summer stratification and winter stratification. Summer stratification and winter stratification. In summer, you already know surface water high temperature, bottom water least temperature. In peak summer, the temperature differences between maximum water contain maximum temperature, water contain minimum temperature are maximum. In peak summer, the temperature differences between surface water and bottom water maximum. At the time a layer is formed in lake between water contain maximum temperature and water contain minimum temperature, that layer is known as thermocline or metalimnion. Surface temperature of thermocline 21 degrees Celsius, bottom temperature 9 degrees Celsius. In thermocline, with increasing depth 1 degree, with increasing every meter depth 1 degree Celsius temperature decreases. For example, surface temperature 21, below 1 meter 20, below 2 meters 90. In this manner, the thickness of thermocline is 12 meters. 21 become 9. So temperature fluctuations are maximum in thermocline. What is thermocline? The layer of water formed in the lake between water contain maximum temperature and water contain least or lowest temperature. Another name of thermocline is metalimnion. Surface temperature of thermocline 21 degrees Celsius, bottom temperature is 9 degrees Celsius. In thermocline, for increase of every meter depth 1 degree Celsius temperature decreases. That means the thickness of thermocline is 12 meters. The layer of water present above the thermocline is known as epilimnion. Surface temperature 25 degrees Celsius, bottom temperature 21 degrees Celsius. Due to high temperature, water is always circulating. So epilimnion is the surface layer contain abundant amount of oxygen. The layer of water present below thermocline is known as hypolimnion. Hypolimnion. In hypolimnion, average temperature 7 degrees Celsius. Surface temperature 9, average 7 degrees Celsius. Due to lowest temperature, stagnant water is present in hypolimnion. Stagnant water present in hypolimnion. What is thermal stratification? Formation of layers in lake during formation of layers in lake due to seasonal temperature changes known as thermal stratification. Thermal stratification is of two types: summer stratification and winter stratification. Summer stratification, formation of layers in lake during summer. So in summer, epilimnion, thermocline, hypolimnion. So what is thermocline? The layer formed in summer between water has maximum temperature and water has minimum temperature. So when the maximum and minimum temperature differences are maximum, at the time a layer is formed between water contain high temperature and water contain low temperature. It is known as thermocline. Thermocline also known as metalimnion. Surface temperature is 21 degrees Celsius, bottom temperature is 9 degrees Celsius. In thermocline, for every meter depth, 1 atmosphere, 1 degree Celsius, for every meter depth, 1 degree Celsius temperature decreases. So thickness of thermocline is 12 meters. The layer formed or present above thermocline is known as epilimnion. Surface temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Bottom temperature is 21 degrees. So highest temperature in epilimnion, so water is circulating. The layer of water present below thermocline is known as hypolimnion. Surface temperature is 9 degrees Celsius and average temperature 7 degrees. So all the dead plant and animal material reach the hypolimnion. So in hypolimnion, abundant amount of nutrients present in the hypolimnion. So what happens? Summer, meantime season changes, fall. So winter, what happened? The temperature of surface become 4 degrees Celsius. At the time, these three layers are formed only in summer. Later, season changes. During fall, the surface temperature 4 degrees. Water has maximum density at 4 degrees. So surface water reach the bottom, bottom water reach the surface. This circulation occur during fall. So it is known as fall over turn. What is the use of fall over turn? Replenishment of oxygen in the bottom layer, replenishment of nutrients in the surface layer. Replenishment means fill again. So generally abundant amount of oxygen present in the surface. Due to circulation of water, bottom layer also contain abundant amount of oxygen. Due to circulation, surface layer also contain abundant number of nutrients. This circulation occur during fall, so it is known as fall over turn. Fall over turn. So this is about summer stratification. Winter stratification. Formation of layers in lake during winter is known as winter stratification. During winter, when the temperature is at 0 degrees, the surface water melts. The surface water freezes. As a result, icy layer is formed. But in the inner layers, temperature is 4 degrees Celsius. At 4 degrees, water has maximum density. So only surface layer freezes, but the aquatic animals lead normal life. Metabolic rate occur from 4 degrees to 45 degrees Celsius. So in any animal, metabolic activity occur between 4 degrees to 45 degrees Celsius only. So 4 degrees means metabolic rate is low. So due to presence of icy layer, environmental oxygen failed to enter into the lake. The organisms utilize the available oxygen in the water only. They utilize a negligible amount of oxygen. That's why sufficient amount of oxygen is available during winter. So in the meantime, season changes. Spring. In spring, temperature increases. At 0 degrees Celsius, ice melts, converted into water. Later, surface temperature 4 degrees. At 4 degrees, water has maximum density. Surface water reach the bottom. Bottom water reach the surface. This circulation occur during spring. So it is known as spring over turn. Spring over turn. Due to spring over turn also, oxygen fill again in the bottom and nutrients fill again in the surface water. So summer stratification, winter stratification. In summer, 3 layers are formed. In winter, only icy layer, surface. So below the icy layer, water has 4 degrees density. So aquatic animals lead normal life. But environmental oxygen unable to enter. So available oxygen is sufficient. Even though oxygen decreases, so available oxygen is sufficient to perform metabolic activities. In the meantime, season changes. In spring, what happens? At 0 degrees, ice layer melt and temperature increases 4 degrees. So surface water reach the bottom water reach the surface. This circulation occur during spring. It is known as spring overturn. After summer, circulation occur, that is known as fall overturn. So during winter stratification, after winter, circulation occur in spring, known as spring overturn. So this is about thermal stratification. Tomorrow we discuss some rules regarding temperature.